a lot of light. There's an awful lot of light if you get certain spiritual gifts that bring you this light. And so I can't wait for a master class to tell you guys about it. I'm going to tell you now. And this is a really different thing that's happening, that's bringing us into the golden age. There's been a lot of golden ages, winkety wink. I don't know what, if you Google it, you'll find there's been a lot of them through history. And maybe that was a golden age for that age. But whatever it is, this equinox that we just went through right before Christmas, usually equinoxes will really, that's the longest or the shortest day of the year. And these shifts always occur. And usually for me, and for the universe, as I see it, the winter equinox is really quite a big deal. That's when I met Bog, who has been very influential, the sun god of abundance and love and marriage. And so, I mean, if you got that conquered here on earth, you're pretty good. And so this is a very special time where the golden age really, as God says, officially started at this during this equinox. And so I want to make sure you guys get all those gifts and get all those gifts and get all those gifts. And so the more of these gifts you get, the better off you are. And the better off you are, the better off you are. And so because the light matters. I it was really interesting. And Dean's been traveling. He was in Louisiana, with his mom, as you know, he just lost his dad a little bit ago, and so he was spending time there with his mom, and then you and Michelle managed to get back to Las Vegas, and I hadn't had time to talk to you, Dina, but you're going to be really excited to hear about this. And so years ago, I don't know how long, about 20 years ago, we wrote Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, right?
2007, yes.
Okay, and that's when it came out, right?
Yes,
And
but
so
we started writing it prior to that, yes.
Yeah, and a good bit prior to that. And so because we could see, I realized that I could see God, I could see heaven, I could see, what heaven looked like. I understood where what God's house looked like, what God's castle looked like. I understood all those things. And I could see all those things. And then I realized I could show other people. Well, Dean was the first person I showed how to see that. And it was really cool because then I could say, I'm seeing this. What do you see? And Dean would say, well, I'm seeing the same thing, but he may see it in even more detail than I was seeing it in. Or he could say, hey, do you see this? And I'm like, yeah, but can you see what's behind it? And he'd be like, no. And I would explain what I saw. And so we realized that with two people together, and later, of course, we figured out a lot of those things. It takes two to make one. And so as you have someone else you bounce off of, you'll realize that if you both see it, you first of all, you assume I must not be nuts, because he sees it too. What do you see? And you don't have to even tell him what you're seeing. You, hey, Dean, what do you see? And I could see something that sounds totally science fiction, and Dean would go and describe the same thing. Okay, very well. That means that it's not science fiction. It's actually the real true reality. It's just in a different dimension. So we started figuring out the dimensions, and we figured out Your Keys to Heaven book. And we figured out, okay, how do we, when we get darkened down, because, we were back then I was working in Hollywood all the time. And it was like, all you had to do was drive to Los Angeles, and still kind of like that to this day, drive through LA for a minute, and you'll feel all kinds of darkness. Yippee-ki-yay. And so we had to beat above the darkness in order to find our way, so to speak. And so luckily we lived in Ojai, California, and then we would be able to see these dark energies, but we'd also be able to get a hold of a lot of light, because in Ojai, California, which is my California home, it has an awful lot of light. It's like North Carolina. It has this super bright energy. And so if you're there, I call it higher ground. And so, and some of you guys live in the cities, and I'm sorry. But I love cities. I'm like, I don't look exactly like your regular country folk person, but I am. But however, I love the cities. I love Las Vegas. I love, Los Angeles. All the cities, all you guys in Minneapolis, yippee so I figured out that I could, clear the energy in any city, usually no matter how dark. And then everything would work out pretty good most of the time. And you guys can too. So I figured out how to let more light into the planet this week than I've ever figured out in my entire life. Hello. So have I got some stuff to tell you guys? But this is a really important time. See how you feel warm on your arms right now? You feel that a little bit? You guys feel that? Your feet getting a little tingly, a little warm? Okay. That's because I just tapped into this light that is now here for us just to reach up and get a hold of. And as you get a hold of this energy, this light will get a hold of you, which is the good news. And so this is it's in the heaven on earth dimension, but it's the golden dimension. It's a whole nother realm. What we figured out when we wrote the book, Your Keys to Heaven, was a really important thing. We figured out how to see, demons and dark energies. And so you'd see demons messing with people. And so we had an illustrator that showed up. Here's a rage demon. See this rage demon? And if you look, that was a young Dean modeling for that illustration. Because every now and then he'd flip into a little rage, and there was a demon that you'd see behind. You remember that demon? Michelle's never seen that. No. Michelle's never seen that demon ever.
Mm-hmm. No one wants to see that one.
Yeah.
They don't want to see that side of me.
Yeah. And so it was really interesting because I'd be like, who the hell is he? Wow. Yippee-oh, what's this thing? And so, and then, what beautiful, speaking of Michelle. So here's Michelle. So then, whatever through two thorn bushes, maybe Dean and I, you had all of a sudden a rose bush grew, and so then here comes Michelle. And it was very interesting because Michelle could see spiritually as well. And Michelle, you were always able to see spiritually, right?
Yeah, I just didn't realize it. I didn't know what I would see, but you guys helped me to understand. maybe a little more normal.
Yeah, what you had going on, because you just thought, I'm all whacked out. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I can see this and that and all kinds of things. And so, but you were incredibly gifted and able to see spiritually in minute detail, and you still can, of course. And a lot of the people around me, guys, don't always talk about their gifts because we're always talking about mine, but you're really gifted. And you have this beautiful, kind heart, and you're always doing everything for everybody. If something's wrong with you. And so, but I think that, you really just had to be around people who embraced your gifts. And it took me a minute to figure out your gifts. I thought, oh Lord, she's the devil. And then I realized, no, she's misunderstood and she's a saint, and you're like an angel. And so, but I had to figure that out, and so a lot of times, guys, when people are beat down through their life and they're misunderstood, it takes a minute for them to allow you to get in and look and go, oh, there you are. Oh my God, you're this amazing being. And so that's certainly who Michelle is. And so well, thank you. No, but you are. So anyway, as you move on, my point is it only takes two to make one, and then you add, and the universe will add. And so, Dean and I started this a long time ago when we wrote the book, Your Keys to Heaven. And it was like, sometimes Dean and I really didn't like each other. Well, like you, yeah, I'm working. You got to work on it. You're not as patient as I am. And so, oh yeah, that rage demon. Yeah, we got rid of most of it.
Most of it comes back.
So, but it takes two to make one, and then you add. And so, what's happening is, if you guys just find somebody you can be one with, and I'll be one with you there, solve the problem. And so all you got to do, Michelle certainly will be one. She's one with everybody, and something's wrong with her. And then and Dean will be one way too if you don't have a rage demon going. And so, but as you find people to be one with, you'll find other people will show up. And I didn't really understand all this back then, but now I'm beginning to understand it a lot more. And these earth angels that are showing up, these are people you can be one with. And they're showing up in your world. And they're showing up really fast. And they're showing up, I mean, I see people's faces. I see things going on. When I meditate now, I'm seeing a lot of you guys. I see you pop in. I see you just show up. And so it's kind of neat. And it makes me realize that indeed we are each other's angel. That's what we're supposed to be down here, because we're spiritual beings. Okay. What does that mean? Everybody likes to say, oh, I'm a spiritual being. Really? What do you do? How do you make that happen? Well, you become an earth angel, and you are a person that vibrates on such a high vibration that you can't help but be who you are. And so you want to vibrate on this super high vibration. All you got to do, and it was really weird. After we wrote the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, I could see, and this goes up to the 10th dimension. This book goes all the way to 10 dimensions. If you clear your 10 dimensions from your physical world, number 1, your second dimension, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way up, right? To 10. 10 is heaven. That's where God lives. And what Dean thought at the time was, if we wrote a book and we explained how to see 10 dimensions, you'd be able to see God, talk to God. And what do you need me for? What do you need anybody for? All you got to do is talk to God, right? And to me, in my head, in those days, this was like 20 years ago, I thought that's all you had to do. All you had to do was simply ask God. And you know what? Today, I still think that all you got to do is ask God. Well, to ask God, you got to be able to see God, feel God, hear God, be with God, have somewhat of a God consciousness and a God awareness. And then if you are God-like, then that makes it nice. Now, we're not going to be God-like every moment, because as we know, Dean has his moments. I mean, we all have our moments. We all have our moments. And so, and as we have our moments, you'll probably act out a little bit. Well, okay, that means you're probably a human being living here on the planet Earth. Good luck. But as you connect with God, you'll then find you'll connect with your earth angels, and you're going to have a very rich life full of love. And if somebody offered me a pile of money and a pile of love, I'd take the pile of love. No question. I don't know what you guys would do. How many people go for the pile of money?
Me. Oh,
okay. There we are. See what I'm saying? There. Pile of love, right? Come on now. Vote. Come on, vote. Raise your hand. I can see you. Okay. All right. I think you would, right? Because a pile of love will bring you, because if you're that happy, you're going to find some money. You're going to find some abundance. Things will work out. They really, truly will. And so when you find your oneness, find your love, this is just the best. And so I would say every day, work on being God-like. And God is so loving. He forgives our dumbasses, for all the stuff we do, because we do plenty of stuff. And he kind of sees who we are, and so, but I'm seeing these new things in the spiritual dimension. Let me talk to Claudia's iPhone. Hey, Claudia, can I talk to you, honey? Is that okay? And so let me talk to Claudia's iPhone.
Hey, Claudia, unmute yourself.
Hey, girl. There we go.
Hi.
Hey, I just want to say that I was meditating the other morning, and I woke up and I saw you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And you were going.
I always see you.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I saw you back. That was interesting. And so I was thinking, why did I see Claudia? What is that? But you always see me hanging around you and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there. We'll see. We're each other's earth angel. How about that?
Absolutely. I'll do
Yeah, I
that
didn't know
anytime.
that. I didn't know that you saw me, but I saw you so clear. It was like yesterday morning. I was meditating, and all of a sudden, I saw you, and I was like, "Oh, okay, there's Claudia." Right?
I'm really amazed. That's cool. I love it.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to let you know that. I didn't know if that would confirm anything for you or made any sense. Did you say
Absolutely.
you? Yeah. Well, so you can see me, I can see you, and so that means that we wish each other well. I wish you well. I just want you to
Always.
know
And I
that.
wish you will always.
Good. I love you too. There we are.
I
It's
love
easy.
you.
That's perfect. And I see when I look at Claudia, I see her go really, 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 really bright. And I go really, really, really bright. Is that wild? That's some wild stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's really neat. That's really neat. There, you know what I see? I see your heaven on earth dimension expanding, and I see God giving you your golden um dementia, your golden what is it called, the golden age angel, right? And so I'm seeing God giving you this angel, and when I look the other morning, I was looking on my gift table and I saw God, and he was giving CPR to this golden golden Gary that looked like me, but it was golden, and he was hitting it like almost like in the chest, like giving it like life, right? It popped to life. He's doing that with you right now. Okay. And so just relax. And so now God's got your golden higher self. And this is the one golden higher self that you have to slip into this golden dimension and this golden age. So we'll call it your golden age higher self. Okay. And so,
Okay.
and a lot of times I name things for what they do. But this is your golden age higher self. And he as he's giving it CPR, just now I saw it waking up, and now I see it standing up, trying to stand up. It's struggling. Most of the time they do. There we are. And now it stood up, and it stood up bigger than the planet Earth.
Wow.
And now how do you feel right now?
Very, very light. My heart is just light, just weightless.
Crazy feeling, right?
Yes, and tingly everywhere. I can feel.
Yeah. And so I see your golden age higher self coming to life, standing up.
I feel waves of energy going through me.
It's like that. And there's many reasons why, because there's a lot going on right now. This is the biggest spiritual evolving step that I have ever seen, ever saw, ever, never, ever. I've never seen any or ever seen anything that creates this much light and awareness.
It's reverberating.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You feel this crazy vibration, right?
Yes.
And so I think first we go through our earth angel stage, and then we slip up into this dimension. And when you slip up in this dimension, you really do become sort of like half human, half angel, 75% angel, 25% human. I don't know what the number is. 10% human, 90% angel. I'm not sure. But this is like, because it's brand new, but since this opening, this spiritual awareness, this vortex opening, it encompasses the universe. And so this is part of what I went through when I went through my whole COVID dying thing. I got this awareness in one death, or 5 deaths actually. Wow. And I got this awareness. And so then it kind of dimmed back down a little bit to where it was easy enough for me to still be human. And so, but this is you guys, this is nice to know that now we're going into this almost superhuman phase. And this is, most of the scholars believe this to be true. And so, but now we're slipping into this superhuman phase, and who gets it? I don't know. I have no idea. Claudia got it, because Claudia, you came to me this week. I saw you. And so, and it makes sense to you. Have you noticed shifts in your head and the way you feel and think?
Yes. Ever since the retreat, I have been so happy, like I told you. And
oh, wow.
Everything's changed. Everything. I have not been, my heart is always happy now. always.
You
So
know,
I've been giving up my energy to everybody.
well, I remember, I remember you telling me that you were always sad your whole life, and
Yeah.
you didn't have, and you had no friends at all.
Well, not really, but
Not really, not much.
no, I really didn't
You-
venture into it either.
Like you were kind of closed off. You told me, I just remember you,
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
know, but now, but I mean, everybody loves you. And so that
Very
makes no
different.
sense. And I do. Yeah. And so you just totally opened up, which is great. I love it when people come to retreats. When you guys come to a spiritual retreat, you got to come to a spiritual retreat. You'll freak out at what happens. But I see you super bright, and I see you got your big
Thank you.
your big golden age higher self. And now I see you having, and I had to hang out for a minute because I wanted this to happen. Now you have two of them.
Oh, wow.
They
My
multiply.
eyes are so blurry. It's like I can't really see.
That's
It's
because
very
you're seeing
blurry.
gold. That's because you're seeing gold. Anytime, guys, you have a golden aura in your room, in your world, in your body, like what she's seeing now, her eyes are blurry. She can't quite see. She's seeing gold light. When you get this golden age, higher self, angel, if you would, it then starts to multiply itself. Now it went to
Cool.
3 to 4. Now you got 4 of them. And they start multiplying, and they fill this whole dimension that was an empty dimension. And now God turned that dimension on. I got this gift, and I'm trying to just get you guys to get it, right? And so, and it's working with you. Now you got 4 now. What do you got now? Now you got 6, okay? And now your body inside is feeling warm. I'm empathing you. I can feel what you're feeling.
Yes.
Crazy
Absolutely.
feel.
Very warm.
Crazy.
Waves of feel, waves of energy, like, and I see colors like crazy, and I'm seeing purple everywhere.
Yeah, all your gifts that you always wanted to have will kick
Mhm.
in. I had
Oh,
so
cool.
much fun reading people. If you guys ever want a private reading from
Yeah,
me,
I do.
get one now. I'm telling you, I recommend me right now, because in this dimension, the things I'm doing that I see me doing are absolutely, when I blow my own mind when I'm doing a reading, that's pretty crazy stuff. And so you guys, if you ever thought of getting a private reading, 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com right now. And you guys, or call Michelle's cell phone. She's always like glad to help, or Dean. And so, but all you got to do, is like right now, it's a whole different thing. And I'm having so much fun working with people and slipping them up into this space. But now, as you're there now you've got about a dozen, okay,
Cool.
of these golden angels, and it's filling up this dimension, okay? And that's where you are. And so we're going to call this dimension 1. It's filling up, right?
Okay.
And as I worked with this for a few days, I figured out that you have 10 dimensions, and they all fill up with this big golden energy, golden age higher self angels. That's what they fill up with. And so then you can kind of think of something, and it occurs in front of your face, and you're like, that didn't just happen. Now I had that happening all on Thursday and Friday this past week. I'm like, that did not, that's crazy. And I was doing it in front of everybody around me, like my assistant Jared and different people. They were like, I can't believe that was, freaky stuff. And so, but you guys will experience the same thing. So this is a dimension you want to slip into. If you want a heaven, if you want your world to be something where you can manifest things and they happen pretty quick, pretty instantly, this is the trick. And this is the biggest shift I've seen so far. But the shifts are getting bigger and bigger. And so this is as amazing. See, since we wrote the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, since we wrote that book, we really, we were waiting to write the next book and the next book. But what happened, everything was moving so fast. And so that there was never a time which made sense to really explain it. Well, that's because it came all the way back around, and now it's happening again. And this is a time where you're getting 10 dimensions, but these 10 dimensions are in this golden age. And so these are your golden age 10 dimensions. What happens in there? I don't know, but I'll figure it out.
Me either.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out. And so there we are. But anyway,
Right.
Thank you, darling. That was
Well,
wonderful.
thank
I know I spent a lot of time with you guys, but if you guys paid attention to that, you're going to understand kind of what's happening in the cosmos. And so that's important. Anyway, Claudia, thank you for visiting me. Thank you. Thanks, Audie. Appreciate you. And so, but that was pretty cool stuff. Isn't that kind of crazy, Dean? Because I didn't tell you about this. I hadn't had time to because you've been traveling. And so, but
Oh, it
actually,
was interesting. Yeah.
yeah. So the 10 dimensions are now duplicating themselves in this golden age. And when you get your higher selves, how do I see things so quickly spiritually? And how do I read like I read? Well, I'm very in touch with my higher selves, and my higher selves, I'm seeing through them. I'm seeing through my higher selves. I'm seeing through my earth angels, if you would. And so that gives me my magic, and that gives you yours. And so as you go now, guys, and when you slip up into this golden age, you're going to be quite the spiritual freak of nature. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to find it. And so, but that is really literally the keys to the kingdom. And so you're gonna really feel very, very different. And I think this magic will overtake you in a beautiful way. Just like Claudia said there, she said everything that was exactly the way it works. She said, I can't see, my eyes are blurry right now, right? But what she was seeing the aura, the golden aura in the room she was sitting in. And so that's what that is. And so if you are surrounded with golden light and golden energy, the boogeyman won't get you, so to speak. In other words, like all the bad things that can occur where you have demons and dark energies that beat you to death all the time, you'll find that they'll just sort of evaporate around you and go away. And so it's a pretty wild time. And when I look at you, hey, Michelle, let me work on you for a second. Can I?
Oh, yeah. Please.
All right. Yeah, and I know you had the flu and you were kind of beat up, and so
Yeah.
but you're feeling a lot better, I hope. And so let me just look at you. And so you've got God's giving you your big golden higher self for the golden age. And there we go. And he slipped down there. And now this one went into you. And now I see it going up and going into the planet. But above the planet, you can see that.
Yep.
There.
Getting hot.
And you see him, and he's giving it CPR. You'll see God beating on the chest of this higher self. There we are. And now yours duplicate very fast. And now you'll see all the way around the planet a big duplication, and your head feels weird.
Yeah.
And so see how your head tightened up?
Yeah.
And so, okay, now it blew all the darkness. There was a barrier not allowing this to happen. And so you're going really fast, really high, really quick. And so it took me a few days or so to get to here, and you're just getting it at one time, which is crazy. And so there we go.
Thank you.
There. Okay, now you turned into a beautiful golden star. There we go. Feel how you calm down?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
You.
Nice feeling. That'll help you.
Thank you.
There we go.
I needed that.
Yeah. Feel better?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm actually hot right now.
Good. Yeah. So I see you start even. Yeah. See you're glowing.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Gary. Thank you, God. Thank you, Gary.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really bright.
Appreciate
And when I look at you, Dean, you already have yours.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, yours showed up. And so and many times it'll work like that. People you're close to, they'll actually get the gifts you get. It'll just sort of show up and become that. And so, but you'll feel that just happen. So there we go. Cool. I'm looking around. I just want to tell people and talk to people and get people hooked up in this dimension and answer questions. I'll be glad to talk to you guys about anything.
Yeah.
Who we got and who we talking to? Michelle, pick me some people.
Thank you, Gary. I got a whole list for you. So let's go ahead and start with Pamela. Is it Pamela? Pamela's iPhone.
iPhone Pamela.
Pamela.
All right. iPhone Pamela, unmute yourself.
Hi, Pamela.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's your question, honey? And let me get you your golden higher self real quick, okay?
Oh, thank you.
I can do it fast. Ask God, may I have my golden age higher self, please, God?
God, may I have my higher golden self, please, God.
Golden age higher self, please.
Golden age higher self, please.
Are you driving?
Yes, I am.
I'm not sure how
And
this
that-
will work out.
It already
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I'm not
My
sure how
heart's
this will work out.
palpitating
But
really hard,
but I see God already
really
hooking it up.
fast.
And I
Thank
see
you.
God doing the resuscitation
Wow.
thing
Oh,
and
yeah.
pumping life
I'm
into
in an
your high
oven,
self.
Gary. I'm in an
There-
oven.
Yeah, you're real hot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. And so I see that. I see, there you go. And so now you're looking really bright. And there you go. There we are. You
Thank
got your
you, thank
golden
you.
higher self. And so now you feel calm suddenly.
I do.
I saw the first job that your golden higher self did was put a layer of protection around you where you don't feel anxious and vulnerable.
Thank you.
You were feeling sort of anxious and sort of vulnerable or something
I
like
was.
that.
Yes.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you don't. Now you look good.
Thank
know?
you. Thank you.
And so perfect. And so what's your question, honey?
Gary, I recently got married, and after the wedding, our wedding cards were stolen. I don't know if you can see maybe who did it. Was it a guest, the staff?
Staff.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 guests you had that would have stolen, but they didn't get a shot.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
I see, and so, a lot of times you can have people in your mind and they go, they ripped me off. Right. And so, but I don't think I don't believe it was anyone you knew.
Thank you.
And so
I really appreciate that.
yeah. And so notice how your hands feel warm and tingly and light.
Yes, they do. They're tingling really, really bad, like in a good way.
Right.
Like ants all over my hands.
Yeah. Some people had checks and money and different things inside the cards. And if you can retrace one of the checks, somebody gave you either 200 or 2,000.
Wow.
And so I see that. I can't tell the zeros, but I see it. And so if you retrace that, whoever, the not very smart criminal that stole your wedding cards actually deposited the check.
Wow.
You see, somehow. And so if you go back and you call your people that gave you gifts, you'll be able to actually retrace the account and you'll be able to nab them. So you can actually do this. So this person's not a very smart criminal, and you can go back and you can hit it. And so there you go. That'll stop. Now you got now feel how warm you got? You got really warm.
Yes.
See?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Perfect. You feel like you can breathe now. Feel the difference? Feel that? That's because you have 8 golden angel higher selves now for the whole brand new, golden age. And so
thank you.
yeah, I got to get comfortable with saying golden age, because that's what it is. This is a different thing. Yeah. And so these guys, what do? I don't know what they do. Like I'm having to watch them, but as soon as I figure out something, I'm telling you guys, so you can get the same gifts, because that's what we got to fill this dimension full of light and full of us. If we're an earth angel, okay, show me how to be one. I don't know how to be an earth angel, even though I guess that's what I've always been doing. And I didn't really know I was doing it.
Yes,
And so but you guys can be earth angels too. So this is an important time for us. So there we go. Now your head feels very weird. Tell me what your head feels like.
I have a lot of thoughts right now going on in my head. And I feel God just telling me everything's okay. Just keep going.
Everything's okay. You're not vulnerable. And when I look at you, look how bright her eyes are. Guys, can you see that? Look how bright. Her eyes are incredibly bright. There we go. I feel a lot of love for you. I really do. I love you. Okay.
I love you too, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, good luck. Good luck. That's beautiful. I got high from her. I got
Congratulations on your wedding, by the way.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. There we are.
Oh,
That's good. Who we got?
awesome. Thank you, Gary. Okay, can we go to a new person? Her name is Nancy Muratala. Nancy.
Okay, Nancy, unmute yourself,
Hello,
please.
Miss
Yeah,
Nancy.
Dean and I would have messed your last name up for sure.
I hope I said that right.
All right. She didn't unmute herself. I
There
see
she
her
is.
talking, but she needs to unmute herself.
Yeah, Nancy, just unmute yourself. It's her first time, so just go to your microphone and click unmute.
If you're on a phone, if you're on your iPhone, swipe it to the left. You'll see something that says tap to talk, and then swipe back. I don't know if you're on the phone because you're muted right now.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
No.
Yeah. We'll let you figure it out and we'll get back to you, okay? So we'll move on and we're gonna go to Kathy Machetti. Miss Kathy Machetti, I believe this is her first
Is that with
time
a C
also.
or a K?
Okay. Hello, Miss Kathy.
All right, Kathy, unmute yourself.
Hello, Gary.
Hey, there you go. Hey, girl, what's up?
How you doing?
Good.
So I'll make it I'm gonna make it quick for you because I know there's a lot of people. My
Sweet.
husband had surgery, 2 major surgeries in September. I haven't been here much. And one, he had 2 hernias repaired, appendix removed, and he ended up with a colostomy bag.
Mhm.
He has COPD stage 4, so it was a risky surgery, but it had to be done. He had sepsis. So now he's been home 2 months and he's coughing up blood. And he also has a little bit of red blood discharge coming from his behind, but not in his colostomy bag. And they're scheduling him for a CT scan of his lungs, which I feel like I don't feel like they're directing it right. The
Mhm.
doctors.
Well, he's got 2 things going on. Is he on a blood thinner?
No, they took him off of it. He was on it in the hospital in September and October.
Okay, this created the problem, I think,
Okay.
which is probably good news. And so he's got several things going on. There are too many for me to go into and be fair to you.
Okay.
As you know, he's got a lot of stuff happening. But the blood thinner caused some issues that created the bleeding.
Okay.
And so that's what that was. That was they had him on some sort of a blood thinner that was like a Sasquatch blood thinner. I don't know what the right terminology is for Sasquatch blood thinner, but anyways, a big bad blood thinner. But this one caused some really different problems in many different locales of his body.
Okay.
And that's what that is. I'm just letting you know. If you start
Okay.
there, if the doctors start there and work out, then you'll find, hey, buddy, good to see you. And so is that him? That's him? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so the best I can do is just project a lot of healing energy with all these new spiritual gifts I
Okay.
got from this golden age, golden dimension, and golden angels. And so he's got a big angel above his head. I see God above his head, and I just see all this light going into his body, and I want him to heal. Do you want him to heal up?
Yes.
Me too.
Of course.
Okay. It takes 2 to make 1. I want him to heal up. You want him to heal up. That's 2 makes 1. And he's the 3rd. That really makes 1. And so, because he wants to heal. Yeah. He don't want to be sick. And so I would review all of his medications, whatever they are. Okay. Because it feels like he's got some things working against one thing, working against another thing. And
I've been in
does that
COPD for over 10 years.
Okay. And so, but it looks like to me that there's some things that are not quite right. And so he just needs to go with his doctor. Don't go off of things. That'd be not good. But you want to, you want to talk to the doctor and you want to just review.
Any specialized tests that you can think of that we should be doing besides a CAT scan of his lungs?
Well, I think you should be looking at the medications really well.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
And so I'm just clearing off everything that I see, and I'm bringing a lot of light in. See, now you feel warm. He should feel real warm now.
I do.
And so that's just the light coming in. The light will lead you to whatever the perfect outcome is.
Okay.
And so there we are. And so I just wish you the best outcome, wish him certainly the best outcome. And so, but I think it's about figuring out the meds, figuring out the procedure, go back to the blood thinner, work from there. You'll figure out the bleeding thing. And that's what I see. Okay.
Thank you
All
so much.
Hey,
thank you. Love you.
Hey, good luck. Good luck, my friend.
Thank
luck.
you.
Here we go. And that tear you had heals him up. Anytime you get a tear, that always heals people. You can't heal without a tear. It's just the way it works. Who are we talking to, guys?
Thank you, Gary. Can we go to Kylie's iPad? Kylie.
Yep.
Hi, Kylie.
I don't see a Kylie. Sorry.
Right here.
Maybe it's with a K.
Yeah. Here,
Okay, I think I unmuted.
There you go. I can hear you. I can see you. How are you?
Hi, Gary. I wanted to ask you, it's kind of a two-pronged thing. The past few days, I'm having some issue. I don't know what's going on, if it's my stomach making it hard to breathe, if you see anything. But additionally, last week, there was a suspect who killed a Riverside sheriff, and all my hairs are standing up. The police chased the suspect and killed him right by my house. And I
Right.
don't know if it's related, or if you see something else going on with me, like anxiety or fear or anything like that.
All that. Yeah, all of that. That's what I see. I got a bug. I got one bug that's driving me crazy. Let me kill this bug. Anyway, and so here's what I see. You've got, I'm clearing. I actually, you know what you got? You got an earthbound spirit. See, where they killed him, but he was earthbound because he was in so much fear. And so he's screaming the F word real loud.
Yeah.
and so now tell him, just call him sir. Or
Sir,
no, didn't work. Call him buddy. Hey, buddy,
if buddy,
look up.
look up,
Take the angel's hand.
take the angel's hand.
This is your shot. Do it.
This is your shot. Do it.
He did it. There we go. And there we go.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to cry.
Yeah, well, because you healed him. You saved him. You see?
He should have never been out of jail. He should have not killed that police officer. And then they killed him on the freeway right outside my house. It was awful. And
See, sometimes people, it's awful, but sometimes people are crazy because they're crazy. You know, they just are crazy. You know, their brain's goofy, whatever's going on. They're so possessed, they're crazy, whatever. You freed him up.
Okay.
You're such a bright light. They killed him close to your house, and he couldn't go to the light because he was in so much fear. He died wrong. He's probably incredibly possessed, and that's what you were feeling, and it made you crazy. And so that's the reason you felt nuts, and so that's the reason. See, now you feel hot inside, warm, light, better, different, and so you acquired an earthbound spirit. He just simply, what do spirits do that die on the planet Earth? They go to the light. Well, you were the closest thing to light he had, and he went to you. So you actually had an earthbound spirit that went to you. And so this will probably not be the only one in this life for you.
No.
And so I mean, you know, I have reoccurring readings, you know, many times with people that actually have this problem because there's such a bright light that they end up acquiring earthbound spirits and collecting them, and they make you nutty. Nothing is more disruptive than an earthbound spirit. Earthbound spirits are always suicides, people who die wrongly, people who are in tremendous fear at death, at the moment of death. And so he's going to be okay, which is good news. And you're going to be okay, which is even better news. And so yeah, feel how your feet are hot right now.
Yeah. Do you see anything in my stomach that's causing me to not breathe well, or like?
You know, you were free. This whole energy thing messed you up. See, we're really sensitive energies. When you're an earth angel, what do? You do what angels do. They assist people getting to the light. They help people who are in fear. They try to clear the problem. That's what angels do. Angels show up and they take care of business. So now what's happening, and you're a great example of this, honey. You're a great example of this. You're an earth angel, and you're now just doing angelic things. And you think you're losing your mind, and that's not the case. You're actually doing some good, a lot of good. And so now then, see how warm you're getting, warmer and warmer.
Oh yeah,
Feel it?
my face and my neck. You can see how red my neck is. It's on fire.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I see you starting to sweat a little bit. See, that's because now you got the light in you, and you know the good news is this person that was earthbound, that was real confused. It looks, I think they did a lot of drugs earlier on. I feel brain damage. You know, had a lot of problems, and so now they're on their way, and they'll be in heaven in a minute. And life is good, and so you did a big favor to someone you don't know. And so,
Right.
and that's what angels do. Angels just show up and take care of things. And so
Thank
there we
you,
go.
Gary. I
Yeah, no,
appreciate
thank you. Thank you. You're great. You're a great example of what happens when people are moving up into this higher golden age now. And so great example of that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Hey, you take care.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
cool. That
Good
was
luck.
really
Bye.
cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that was
That-
cool.
Yeah, that made me understand a lot and should have made you guys understand what happens and why you feel the way you feel when you feel. So there we go. And so as far as your lungs go, I didn't really answer the question properly, but I think it was energetic. And so I clearing everything in your lungs now. So there you are. You'll feel better. Who are we talking to?
We're gonna go back to Nancy Muriala. Let's see if she can unmute now. You got
There we
this?
go.
Hey.
Hi.
How are
Hi.
Nice to meet everyone. Hello.
How are you?
you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here for the first time.
Hey, I'm excited you're here. And so what's your question, honey?
Well, I've had COVID going on 4 weeks, and Liz Evans is a friend of mine, and she told me you're the man for COVID healing.
Well, I had the worst case scenario COVID and actually died 5 times through the process and then all kinds of stuff. And so,
Wow.
so when that, so and then, I was naturally, a healer. And so I healed a lot of folks because I was getting a lot of phone calls with people that didn't even know I had been sick. And so I during that time I healed a lot of people who had COVID but I was healing people that were in the hospital that had lungs that were ravaged and the doctor's diagnosis was they'd never breathe out of those lungs again. Well, a lot of those people are home now. And so,
Yeah.
and they're doing fine. And so you can heal. I figured out you could heal from this particular thing. Let me just look at you. You just have to understand it a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, you got stuff. I'm clearing about 66 dimensions of darkness that you have. This is a weird one, and it'll get a hold of some people and it'll just darken them down to death. And so I just opened up all those dimensions. I can do it all at one time. And there we are. Now, can you breathe?
I can.
How's that feel?
A
Good,
little
right?
clear. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
getting better. Now it's getting better. You can breathe better. Notice?
It has. And I definitely have been feeling the heaviness.
Yeah. Okay. See, now you can breathe. Take a big, deep breath in your lungs. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Almost tingly.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And so,
Whew.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah. So, honey, you're going to be fine. Yeah.
Wow.
I had to just clear those dimensions, and I can see everything in a very omni way. And part of this is because of this new golden age dimension that opened up. And that's the reason I tell you guys, if you ever want to book a private reading with me, do it now. 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com. I'm clearing all kinds of other stuff I had going on just so I can sit here and take care of you guys because I am freaking out at the stuff I can do and how quick I can do it. And so, but I cleared this energy with you. And so you have a little brain fog, right?
Yes.
It's kind of, yeah. And so let me get rid of that. Okay. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there. There we are. Now then, you're kind of giddy and a little happy inside, even though you don't expect to be. Weird, right?
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm also a developing, healer and medium. And I've been feeling like, I haven't been able to connect with spirit like I was being able to. I just feel a very heaviness.
Well, let
to
me make it better than ever because it's better than ever for me, and I want it to be better than ever for you. And so you would simply ask God for your golden age, golden higher self, please, God.
God,
You say, God, give me.
God, give me my golden age, golden higher self, please.
One more time. Say the same thing one more time.
God, please give me my golden age, I just forgot for a little bit of brain
Higher
freeze
self,
going there.
golden higher
My
self.
golden age, higher self, please.
Please. There we go.
Yeah, my hands are.
Okay, I see. Okay,
Wow.
I see him. I see him resuscitating it and giving it life, giving it his energy. And now there we go. And there we go. And now you got it. There it goes. It clicked in. And so now you feel your legs very different. Feel it, as it slips into your body and slips into the cosmos. I see it bigger than the planet Earth. And now I see it duplicating itself. And so you're going to feel very, very different. And so you're going to see this will really help you. It'll give you a lot of light, a lot of strength, and it'll give you a pure connection. And it's one of those auto gifts, and it just keeps on going and going and getting better and better. And so that now your feet are warm and fuzzy. Feel them? They're like getting really warm. I can feel that.
My whole body's tingling. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Good. You're going to be
Amazing.
fine. Go be the healer you are. Okay.
Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank
Lots
you.
of
You take
fun.
care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank God.
Thank you,
Nancy.
Nancy.
So glad we were able
I'd
to
like
get you
playing
on.
this. I
We
like
love
playing this
this.
game.
Yeah.
I like playing this game. Yeah, Liz has such great buddies and friends. Liz Evans is great. I love her. And so what a natural, I love it when people are just naturally, she's not only naturally spiritually gifted, she's just naturally spiritual, And so when a person has this natural kind of connected spiritual life, they don't know what they're going to do today or tomorrow. They don't have a clue. They just kind of bop around and everything works. And but it works out perfect. And so that's the thing, that's spiritually led. And I think Liz is one of those people that's really good. Who are we talking to?
Yep. Thank you, Gary. I was gonna say, there's Liz. I see her. She's smiling.
Where's she? I don't see her on my screen.
Oh, here, I'll just add this right there. Real quick.
Hey, there we go.
Liz.
Let me talk to Liz. Let me talk to her. Hey, girl. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey,
How are you?
I'm just
Hey.
on with you. Thank
Oh,
you
good.
for helping Nancy. She's been sick for a while.
Oh, good. Yeah, she was getting all kinds of gifts there. That was really good. Let me get you this new golden higher self. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is really big. And so if you look, you'll see God pumping life into it, and so there you can see that she sees spiritually just like I do. And so there we go. And there you are. And now it slipped into you, and it slipped into a layer right above the planet Earth. And this is right above the golden earth. So this grounds you in the golden earth. Do we have a picture of the golden earth, guys? I don't know if you got a one of those pictures or just a golden earth, but it's like it's like you're right above it. There's a dimension right above the dimension that is the golden earth for the golden age. And that's where you can see it, and you just slipped up into it. And now then you're feeling all kinds of warmth in your back. You feel that? Crazy, right?
I am
Yeah.
so tingly right now.
Yeah. And so that one will really, and so you're just a layer above that golden earth right there. And so this is where you are. And now, if you look, Liz, you'll see you duplicated. Now you got 3 of those golden higher selves. And now you got 4, 5, 6. And now it went all the way around the planet. See that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you got like 50 of them or something. They went all the way around the planet, and now it's almost like you have to gasp, but I see you getting your breath like differently. Feel that?
It is very different. Oh my
Very.
goodness.
Yeah, and you almost got dizzy. You like a
I
dizzy
am
feeling?
dizzy.
Yeah. And so the reason you got dizzy is because all of that dimension started going clockwise, and it was a dead dimension, not doing anything, not full of anything. And so now that dimension opened up, and it filled totally up. And that's the reason I went to you, because you're so spiritually gifted. I was wondering what would happen with somebody that has your gifts. And so, but it just opened up. Now, here's the thing. I want you to see this. This is pretty wild. Now look above there, and there's another layer, and you'll see God resuscitating one in a layer above that layer.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's what that's like. And so now your second dimension within this dimension, which is the golden age dimensions, the second dimension, and now you'll look, and it filled up with higher selves. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now then your hands,
So cool.
yeah, cool game to play, right? And your
Yeah.
hands are warm, and you can
They
feel
are,
your legs are warm, your butt's warm. Feel your butt. in your
My
where you're
blood is
sitting.
on fire.
Right. Yeah. Look at you. And so, but you can feel that that's crazy, right? And so
It
you
is.
got so much light going through your body. This much light can do anything, heal anything, fix anything, or fix anybody. And so you're going to have all 10 dimensions before long that will open up. And here's where you end up. And I just want to make a point, guys. This is really important. Listen to this. If you're not listening to anything, listen to this. When you get this dimension, this will open up all your dimensions between you and Zion heaven. So
Yay.
this is where does it go? You'll end up with all these dimensions full of your golden higher selves all the way up to Zion heaven.
Oh,
What
very
happens?
cool.
Yeah. And what happens then? I don't know. We'll see. Right. But it's good. And so this is part of the process of earth turning into a heaven.
Yay.
And this is part of the process of you turning into an earth angel.
Well, I believe that's why we're here. Let's raise the vibration and get this work done.
There we go. Right. And move
Yeah.
on. So, but that's actually really what's happening. And so thank God. I had no idea what would happen tonight. All I knew is what I saw happen with me. I didn't know how much I would be able to transfer to other people or figure it out. Right. And so, but you were a big old key in figuring it out. And so, because that's what's happening now, you're up to 3 dimensions full of golden higher selves. See that?
I do. Yeah. It's
See?
great.
Yeah, and your eyes are getting brighter and brighter. You're feeling, I'm sure, lighter and warmer and stuff.
Oh,
Starting-
yeah. This is
starting to sweat.
wonderful.
All right,
Thank you
there we
so
go.
much. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, God. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only one thing I need for you to do for me, okay?
Hey, anything.
Play yourself in the movie. Okay? Be you. That's all I need you to do. Just be you. Yeah, and teach other people how to be you. They
I'll
can
do
be
my
them. Well, they can be them, but
Well, I'll play myself in the movie as long as you play you in my movie.
all right. I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you, darling. Take care.
I love you too. I
That
love
is
you, Dean.
cool.
Love you, Michelle.
Love you,
Love you,
Liz.
Liz. Thank you.
I love it when you
I
say
just
you love
love
me
her.
because she actually really does. Something's wrong with you.
I feel her love. She's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. So,
Yeah.
Dean, see, that's what it does. It does just like those first 10 dimensions that God showed us when we wrote the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven. So, if you guys have not read the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, did I lose you by here? I don't know if I'm here. And so,
Something's going
so-
on here. Hold on.
yeah. And so, anyway, but oh, there we go. And so if you guys hadn't read the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, you want to read it. All you got to do is take this and you're going to apply it into this dimension. It's the same stuff. It works the same way. Pretty interesting, right?
Mhm.
But it works that way. It totally does. Anyway, ask me questions and who we
Thank
talking to?
you. Okay, Gary, we're going to get another new person on. Mauricio. Go ahead and unmute Mr. Mauricio.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Gary?
I'm good. What's your question?
Well, first of all, I'm feeling really hot right now listening to your last conversation. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that means you see, let me make a point. The reason you're feeling warm is because Liz was feeling warm. The reason Liz, and see, we do that. We're all one with each other. And so as we get high, especially in these high dimensions I'm working in now, as we get high, you get high. As you get high, I get high. As you get gifted, I get gifted. As I get gifted, you get gifted. That's the way it works. That's what oneness is.
Right now, it's very, very hot right now. I'm burning up.
Oh, good. Good.
It's very weird. I'm going to, my first time calling, we spoke before on the phone, like a year ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
But I was calling today I want to be really quick, about my, especially my left knee. It's been hurting a lot lately. I don't know if it's my cartilage or what it is, but it's, I'm concerned that it's going to affect my work, and I'm trying to heal, trying to get better.
Mhm. Let me look. Let me look at it, buddy. I see a snake biting it. Okay. And so I'm unpeeling a snake energy. See how it got warm right then?
Yeah.
Okay. And there we go. And now I see barbed wire energy in there. That'll hurt. And I just turn the barbed wire, and this is how you remove this. You want to turn it to white light, and now I'm pulling it out of there. So I'm pulling out of there what's causing you pain. How's it feel now? Light?
Yeah, right now I'm moving it. Yeah, it feels different. Yeah.
Interesting, right? Okay. There we go. And there we go. And now I just see lots of light going into your whole body. And I think you're going to be a lot different. And so there we go. Now your feet are on fire. Feel that?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is. Yeah, I'm just laughing because I'm feeling it right now. That's why. And
Oh, good. It don't
yeah,
hurt.
it's just
Yeah, it gets rid of, you don't have that pain. I believe you can get through it. You had a little bit of a torn cartilage in there, is what I see. And that's what happened. And it turned into, let me read it, gouty arthritis. Gouty arthritis means you have slight gout in that knee. Okay. And gout is when you have too much uric acid in your body. And so you would eat foods that are not uric acid, meats or uric acid, different, you eat a lot of vegetables, green stuff. And then you can also just simply take, a gout medication. They're all slightly abrasive, but you probably the best thing to take, in my opinion, would be colchicine. That's only because I had gout. Okay. And that seemed to work for me, but different things work for different people.
yeah.
And so, but it's you notice how your knee got really warm now. See?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And so there you
Yeah.
go. And
Yeah,
so that's what you're feeling. Gout is the number 2 pain known to man. The number 1 pain known to man is a kidney stone. And the number 2 pain is gout. So that's the reason it hurts so bad. You're thinking, oh my God, my leg's going to fall off. You see?
Yeah.
But it can be a simple solution. And so, not, you can look online, you can find all the different foods that are alkaline based. You would go more to alkaline than you would uric acid. Sugar is uric acid, meat is uric acid, it's kind of like that. And so, but you could also do colchicine, and that gets rid of the, yeah. And so you can go to the doctor. I mean, it's a very common medication. That's what I take. And so I'm just telling you what works for me. And so there's other ones that are, that do the different things, but that's what I think. Okay.
No, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Now your leg is feeling really strange. It's all buzzy.
It is.
Feel it?
It's very weird. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. That's funny.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mauricio.
Anyway,
Good luck.
Yeah. And that's the reason when I'm saying, guys, you should get a private reading from me. I really mean it. 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com, because I can do things really fast. All of us with this new dimension that I don't have it mastered yet, but I got it going on. And so I can do things really quick. And so what I could probably do in a half-hour session 3 weeks ago, I can now probably do 50 times that. What does that look like? I don't know. What I did in an hour session 3 weeks ago, I can do 50. It's like reading you for 50 hours. I mean, it's really crazy because the dimensions opened up. And so when these dimensions open up, it's sometimes it lasts forever. Sometimes it lasts for a week or a day. So I'm not sure what happens on the planet Earth. I don't control the universe, but this is a very big deal. What's going on right now. And so things are opened up, and things can happen really fast, really cool, and really good in your favor. So anyway, 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com. Call me up for a private reading. And so what else are we doing, Dean? Hey, we're doing a seminar. I'm coming to Las Vegas, guys, and I'll be in Vegas. I'm working on everything that we're working on, certainly the heaven on earth dimension. And so we're doing an all-day seminar, and this is January 28th. It's at Sunset Station Casino. And if you would like to check it out, I'm going to, work with you guys on slipping up into this golden age, how you become an earth angel and how you get your earth angels. And we're going to be there. The seminar is January 28th in Las Vegas, and just GarySpivey.com or 800-827-GARY and book your ticket. This one will absolutely sell out. This one, I can always tell when shows will sell out. So that's the reason I'm telling you to get your ticket in advance. So you got one. And a lot of us, a lot of fun, a lot of you guys that come to spiritual retreats are actually showing up for this. And so I appreciate you doing that. I had a few phone calls and people are like, hey, I'm going to go to the seminar in Vegas. It sounds like so much fun. And so it's at Stations Casinos. It's at Sunset Station Casino, which interestingly enough is the first casino I ever worked in Vegas. Remember that, Dino?
I do.
Remember?
I remember you got a phone call. So they're saying, we want you in Vegas to do a show. And you and I thought it was like some.
We thought we were, I honestly,
yeah,
I thought we thought we were performing at a beer joint. We really
That's
did.
it.
So anyway, so we were going to go over to Vegas and we're going to go to the beer joint and we're going to do a show. Okay, whatever. And so, but we got there and there was a giant sign that was the biggest sign I have ever seen in my life. And it had me on there, almost cartoonish, running around, doing something. I can't remember. But anyway, it was really bizarre. And so, of course, we're all freaked out because we were like, oh my God, we've made it. This was in the 90s. This was like, I don't know, 97.
Oh, we thought we were cool, Gary.
We were so cool, and so, and then we did this show. And of course, then you freak out and you think, oh my God, I hope somebody shows up. And we had like, I don't remember, 700, 800, 900 people, something crazy. And it was, we realized, okay, yeah, this is fun. We can do this, I guess. And so, but it was fun. It was very fun. And then of course we proceeded to do about 1,000 more shows. And so we danced pretty much in every casino in Vegas. And so, but this is so that's our old stomping ground. We're looking forward to it. And we're just coming back to do an all-day seminar there at Sunset Station Casino. You guys will get a kick out of being there. It's really fun. And so what are we doing now? What are we doing? Talking to somebody? Let's talk to people.
We got more people.
You pick up,
Gary.
Michelle.
Okay, let's go to Amber Spencer. Miss Amber Spencer.
Amber Spencer, unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I tried to connect with you last week. I've really been having some darkness, like suicidal demons.
Okay, well, don't kill yourself before I get ready to fix you here. So, yeah,
Yes,
don't. First of all, killing yourself is dumb because instead of getting better, it gets worse. And so you end up in an earthbound dimension, which is the closest thing to hell you can get to from here. And so that is not any kind of solution ever. Okay. And so, but I'm getting rid of, you do have 2 suicide demons. Did you have anybody in your family that killed themselves? Or friends or anybody?
Not that I personally knew, but I do believe my dad's uncle did. Back in the day, who he was really close to.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let me work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually it. And so many times you'll have a suicide demon. See how you got dizzy right then?
Yes.
Okay. I pulled that off of you. Okay. And so this was a suicide demon that was through a family member through your dad. You see, and your dad was pretty stubborn, right?
Very.
Yeah. Is he still around?
He is. But
Yeah,
I feel like he's very disconnected, like very disconnected.
Right. Well, anyway, so I got rid of this demon that was working on him, that was working and then you're sensitive, your energy sensitive, and the demon rolled through him and rolled to you, and come from the uncle who killed themselves or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And so but I'm getting rid of that. There's 2 of those demons. I just got rid of them. And there we go. And there we go. You're going to feel real different here, honey. There we go. And there we go. I'm doing a bunch of different things. Ask God for a brand new heart.
God, can I please have a brand new heart?
There we go. And ask God now for a golden heart.
God, may I have a golden heart, please?
There. Ask God, can you please have your child spirit?
God, may I please have my child spirit?
Now ask God, can I please have my golden brain?
God, may I please have my golden brain?
Okay, now say thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Okay, there we go. And now I see the angel Michael showing up. And now you got dizzy again. Feel it?
I did, yes.
Okay, now the angel Michael's giving you the sword of Michael. Reach up and grab it.
Okay.
There we go. And as you take the sword of Michael, clear yourself. Go round and around, just clearing any dark energies that's messing with you through your head, your heart, all the way to your toes. There we go. All the idiots around you, clear your idiots with it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Now then, there we go. And there we go. And you got a golden spirit that went into your body. And you got this golden age, golden spirit now that's hooked up with you. And I see you going through all that process. And so I see God. And there we are. And there we are. And so I did a lot of stuff real fast because I just wanted you to be okay. Now I see a beautiful golden orb around you. How quiet's your head? How quiet's your head?
It's extremely quiet. It's
There we go,
very,
right?
very quiet and light.
Yeah, there we go. Good. Now you
Well,
feel
that-
joy. Well, now you feel joy inside.
I do.
Okay. You
Will
fixed.
that help with kind of the manifesting? Like, I feel like the one thing I'm good at manifesting is a bunch of not good things, but medical things that are really bad,
Yeah.
like
Well, no.
autoimmune.
No. Yeah, all that. You just had a bunch of darkness. You were on the wrong channel. Now you're on the light channel, and you got
Okay.
you got all these. I mean, you're fine. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
You went. You. That's my point. But when I'm telling people to book readings, I've never ever told anybody book readings because I got more readings I can do. And so, but the thing is, right now is a good time because it's a really interesting time, because I can do things so fast, right? And so you're fine. I don't see none of that mess around you now.
Okay.
And so, and you feel totally different. I can feel it.
I do. Yes.
Okay. Embrace
Thank
it
you.
and believe
Thank
it.
you.
Embrace it and believe it and stay there. And you just want to say, thank you, God. The more times you say, thank you, God, the more times that'll embed in you. So just thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. We'll
Thank
run
you,
around
God.
you.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. See? And so
Thank
every time
you,
you say it,
Gary.
no, thank you. You're fine. You're going to be fine now. And you are fine now. So good luck, honey. You'll be all right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks.
I should work on one of those
Awesome.
suicide. I should work on one of those suicide hotlines. What you think?
Yeah.
Right?
Suicide prevention hotline.
Yeah, I'd be
That would
quick.
work.
I'd
think
be
that
real
would work.
quick.
Yeah.
I'd be like, shut the hell up. Let me tell you. Here's what you got to do. Meditate a little bit. Clear yourself. What's wrong with you? You can't kill yourself. You're gonna be hung in some stupid dimension where the demons beat you to death. You're already dead. Anyway, but it's kind of like that. Just be practical. You guys are beautiful. Who we talking to? Who we
Thank
talking
you,
to?
Gary. Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Jamie later. Gosh,
All
I
right,
hope,
Jamie,
I
unmute
hope I
yourself.
said that right. Is it later?
Mhm. I've got,
L-A.
I'm trying. Hey, you know what my biggest dilemma in life is? I'm trying to figure out how to take this nasty tasting cough drop out of my mouth without being gross. Right?
Spit it out.
Just step off the camera for a
God,
second. and step
this
back,
thing
Gary.
sucks.
Just
This
like
is the
that.
worst. Ugh. This is the nastiest cough drop in the world. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but they brought me one. This thing, because I had a little tickle in my throat. Good Lord. So there's my crisis of the day. If that's my crisis, I'm good. I'm good.
Crisis averted. Awesome.
Ugh. Good Lord. What the
Thanks
hell
for
was
sharing.
that thing? Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyway,
Yeah.
there we go. Honey, what's your question? What's going on with you? I hope your problems aren't as big as mine. Anyway.
So my question is, well, my dad passed away about 2 months ago,
Sorry.
and I was actually there with him when it happened, and I felt his last breath and heartbeat in my fingertips. I was there for the moment. And when
That's a
he
special
passed,
moment. That's a special time. It really is. If you're there for somebody like that.
when it happened, I felt like a rush of heat, like maybe something passed through me straight up into heaven.
That happened. Yeah.
My question is, kind of felt like everything, like the night that it happened, it felt like very orchestrated, like he chose me to pass with. And if I want to know if he chose me on purpose, and if he did, why.
Well, even better than him choosing you, and that was magical and beautiful and all that. You know what? God chose you. And the reason God chose you is because you have such a bright light. It's easier. It's easier. Heaven can do heaven's business, which is many times being born or passing. And heaven can do heaven's business better if you have a really bright light person there. And so, many times I can walk into a restaurant or somewhere and I'm ordering from a menu, and all of a sudden I get my belly goes on fire. And you can tell because I'm moving around and doing something weird, right? And whoever is with me that knows me really well says, what's good? What's up? What are you going through? I said, I'm having a baby. And I said, look around, you'll find a pregnant woman in this restaurant. And look around, and there she is, right? And what happens is that's when many times when I'm around a person pregnant, the spirit enters on conception. The soul enters sometimes later when there's a clear passage. So when you have a bright light person around, it's a clear passage, like being born, soul entering the pregnant mama's body, or it can be him leaving the planet. So God chose you. Nice, right? And so there's your answer. But there's your answer. There's your answer. That's what that is. Okay. And so, but I see your dad in heaven. He's dancing. He's doing a little dance. Was he silly?
Yes.
Did he do a
Oh my
little
God.
dance? Did he have a
Yes.
little thing he did? Like he did a little jig, right? Sometimes,
Yes.
you
And
go,
when
how
he
you
was
doing?
the week he was in the hospital, like right before he passed, he was almost out of his mind, but he was still being silly. Like he could barely talk and communicate, but he was still dancing and singing. And
Yeah, he would do a thing like, I see him going, staying alive, not that, he's doing like, Saturday Night Fever or something, he's like John Travolta. He's just being silly, right? Yeah. Well, he's still doing that. And so he's just letting you know it's really him. He made it to heaven. In spite of what you think, he's being cocky. He was cocky. And so in a cute way, in a joking way, but he loves you. He says, thank you for holding his hand. And he really appreciates you. And so there we go. And so you can feel your arm got really warm and feel your hand get warm. Yeah. Because he's holding your hand. He's holding your hands right now. And so there he goes. Remember, this is very important, right? And he did a silly thing. He did his little dance. That's the most important thing he has to tell you from heaven. How cool is that? Yeah.
that's very fitting. Thank you.
Oh, honey, good luck. I love you. You take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay
Thank
you.
you, Jamie.
Yeah, play yourself in the movie. I see your golden higher self come flying down to you, and I saw it going right into you, and I see all that just hooking up. There we go. That was really neat. Yeah, you're going to feel very different. You're going to get warm at night. I'm telling you, when you sleep, when you get this golden higher self spirit in you, it actually is crazy, and it slips you into this golden age. You wake up in the middle of the night, and like you guys get really warm when I'm working with you here on Tapping In. But you'll catch on fire. I mean, in the middle of the night. I mean, that's what I've been going through. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I never felt that hot. But see, that's how the angels hook you up with things, and you'll feel warm. So anyway, good luck. I love you. You take care. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to you. That's perfect. Who are we talking to, Michelle?
Thank you, Gary. Can we go to Melissa Nava?
Yeah.
Miss Melissa Nava.
Melissa Nava, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey, what you got going? What's your question?
Hi. I guess okay. So, how you doing? Sorry.
I'm great. I'm really.
I
good.
was with the. I was with the job for like 20 plus years, and I don't know, things weren't right, and I ended up just like quitting. Like, I don't know, and so I want to start something new, but I'm not sure if I should go ahead with it, and I just want to know if how do you feel about that, or.
What is the new thing? Can you tell me?
Yeah, so it's like bookkeeping. I want to like I've done it before, but I want to take courses on it and then eventually open my own business with of it, you know? And so I don't know, I want to if that's the way I should go or
I'm clearing your energy and I'm just clearing it off. And so I want you to really want to do this. Can you when I'm looking at you, give me a second. Well, you got a lot of angels that are showing up now. And so sometimes you get tired. Do you have a lot on your plate, so to speak?
I think well at where I was at before, my job that I was at before, it was just so I don't know, toxic, and it would just made me like the last 4 or 5 years there, it was just bad. Like I don't know, it was so much for me, and it was
overwhelming. I'm clearing that off of you. Is that okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, here's what I want you to do. Ask God for your golden age higher self. Say, God, give me my golden age, golden higher self.
God, give me my golden age, golden higher self.
Please.
Please.
God. There you are. I hear her. That was cute. Yeah. She got her. Yeah, she got her golden age higher self. I see it going to her. She took yours. No, I'm joking. No, now I see it. I see it hooking up with you. I see God resuscitating it, and I see him hooking it up for you there. Now look at how you feel warm inside now.
Yes. Yeah.
See that? When you get this golden age, golden higher self, it'll give you the light to pull you out of confusion and being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so now your feet are on fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's just you being grounded here and in your golden planet, the golden planet Earth, in the golden age. And so there we are, everything lined up. So it'll just work. You got the job. Yay.
Yay.
I see you, but and you'll even see things very golden. You'll see, things will just look gold. They'll look pretty. And you'll start to appreciate things. If you look around the room you're in, it looks a little shiny. It looks a little golden.
Yeah, it does look. Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
I see like golden, like the corners, like I don't know how. Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, that's what it's like. And so now I see you starting to sweat on your forehead. So I've never seen a spiritual gift or a dimension opening up that brings in this kind of crazy light, guys. So this is a time, this golden age time, where you get these types of gifts. And so now then, here's what I want you to do. Whatever you want to do, I want you to think about what you want to do and work in that direction. And what will work, whatever you think about will work. All you got to do is want it. And you already have that ability. So just do it. Just go do it.
Okay.
All
okay,
right.
Gary.
Good. Thanks, honey. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
welcome. Good luck, Melissa.
You can see that was really crazy. You know what I enjoyed with her? I enjoyed seeing the change. I was seeing someone totally confused, totally a mess. And I saw them switch from that to actually being focused and feeling like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And so that's beautiful. And see, these golden age, golden higher selves that you guys can get now, they do that for you, and you will just hook up and you really become an earth angel, and all your earth angels will show up to solve your issues. And so that's what happens. This is a beautiful time, guys. A beautiful time. What are we talking about? Let's see. We're going to Las Vegas. We're going to be in Las Vegas. So you guys call and book your ticket and come and see me in Vegas. We'll be over at Sunset Stations Casino. And this is an all-day seminar. We'll be there, and I'll be working with you guys. By then, can you imagine how much I know about this golden dimension? And so, but we'll be there showing you some things, hooking you up with things with the golden age. And so I want you guys to just experience this with us and be a part of it. I appreciate you guys being a part of tapping in and being a part of everything we do. But if you we're going to be there on, when is it? It's on what? It's the 28th, right, Dean?
Saturday, January 28th. It's going to start at 10 a.m. It's going to go till 5. And then right after the seminar, you're going to be live with your tapping in from the showroom there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so there we go. We maybe we'll even part of the audience will stay for that. That'll
Yes.
be fun. I'd love doing shows in front of a live audience. That's always fun. And so we've done tons and tons of live audience things in Las Vegas and all the casinos. And so anyway, look forward to it. Seminar January 28th, all day, Sunset Station Casino. And there we go. You can check it out. GarySpivey.com, 800-827-Gary. And you can book a private reading with me. And you can also book a private reading live with me when I'm in Vegas. Check that out. So that'll be fun. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And who are we talking to now?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Gary. Can we go to Paulina? Miss Paulina.
Paulina,
Your realtor.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, Paulina.
That's what it
Unmute
says.
yourself. Oh,
Hi,
I'm
Paulina.
sorry. I accidentally muted you.
Oh.
Unmute yourself again. Sorry.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, girl. How are you?
Good. It's been a while. We talked a couple of times, but it's been a minute.
Yeah,
But
I remember you.
okay, good. So I'm calling you because I'm having a lot of trouble with my daughter, Athena.
Okay.
And she is almost acting like she's almost possessed. And
I hear she is. How old is she?
17.
Angry, crazy, tells lies. Right?
Right. She goes nuts. Like right now, she just like kind of pushed me when I was walking up the stairs because she got mad at me. And I'm like almost like scared of her right now. And I'm like so ready to like tell her to like go because I can't live like this. And I feel so bad because I know it.
Yeah, let me just pull it off of her, okay? She has, does she ever cut herself?
No, I don't think so.
She actually has a cutting demon with her. I'm pulling that off of her. Notice how your feet got really warm then? See? Yeah. And now you can breathe a little better. She's got rages. Does she smoke pot?
Yes, a lot.
I think, is she doing wax? Smoking the wax pot?
Yeah. Pins. Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay. See, here's what, and if you guys catch how quick I did that, used to take me a day to figure that out. Right. But anyway, here's the problem. This stuff they call wax these days. And some of you guys that are watching the show probably smoke it. This is not regular weed. Okay. This stuff takes a person, especially young adults or kids, and it turns them into a monster. They and even in the rehabs that rehab people off of this stuff, it's known as the deformation drug, because the person, it creates an energy, and I'd see a demon with this drug that makes them defame the energy of defaming the person or the people they love the most. That would describe her, right?
Yeah, she hates me. She hates everybody. She doesn't talk to anybody anymore. Or her sibling.
Yeah. This particular drug causes brain damage and heart damage too. On top of that. And everybody just thinks it's weed. Everybody just thinks, oh, it's just THC. It is THC, but it's in such exaggerated form that this is what this creates.
See, I was okay with it because I was thinking it was better than her being on some Adderall or anything that's medication. So
no, this is, yeah. Well, see, people don't know what this does. All of a sudden, I started getting phone call after phone call in private readings after phone call after phone, right? In private readings. And it was like, oh, there's a new drug. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new drug in town, you see. But it falls more into the energy of almost like crack.
So then what do I?
She can't, if she does this is a nightmare for her. It's incredibly addicting. Did I mention it's incredibly addicting? It's very addicting, and it creates brain damage, heart damage, and it makes her defame and hate everybody's guts around her.
She does.
That's what it does. But it makes her hit you from the lowest point. Things come out. Things come out, right? Things come out of her. She's bad, right? Things come out of her mouth that you can't believe come out. You think, oh my God, right?
Oh, the worst things you could say to somebody.
Okay, that's the energy. That's what this drug does. And it does it blanket across the board to all these kids that do it. Ouch. Now we know. But now you know the source. It's not your daughter, it's the drug.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, well, it's always a news flash for every parent I read, every spouse I read, every family member that calls me and goes, what is wrong with my little boy? What is wrong with, in your case, my little girl? What is wrong with my spouse? What is wrong with my sister? What is wrong with my mother? I mean, and people think they're just smoking a little weed. They're smoking a little pot. Like they think it's like doing a pot brownie and eating it and you're laughing and you're having fun. This is not regular THC. When they smoke it in this form, it's in such exaggerated forms, it does this. And that's the reason they nicknamed it the deformation drug. Now you know.
Now I know. Yeah.
Now you know. So now that you know the problem, you can address the problem and you can deal with it.
Okay.
Got it? Got it? Now you got it. Now you got it. Okay, now here, I want you to ask for your golden higher self to help you through this mess. Ask God say, God, may I please have my golden higher self?
May I please have my golden higher self?
So that I can slip into.
So that I could slip into.
This golden age.
So that I could slip into this golden age.
That you created.
That you created.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
There it goes. And so I see him just giving you one right now. I see him resuscitating it. I really see him doing this. And I see it going into this, filling up this brand new dimension he's created to create a heaven on earth dimension. And now I see, now it's slipped into you. You feel really warm inside and you feel it. See?
I do. Yeah.
And there we are. And so now I see it slipping up into right around the planet Earth, and I see it duplicating itself. You got about 8 or 9 of these really fast. Now you're feeling light inside because you were always a person that was everybody's support mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And this thing here you're dealing with has beat you to death because you couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. Really bad.
Now you figured it out. Now you got this. Yeah, you're fine. Honey, I love you. You take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you, Gary. I love you too.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Let us know how this let us know how this works. Let us know how this works. I got teary. I could feel that energy. Could you feel that, Michelle? I felt her get straightened up. You know.
Good job though, Gary. I mean, wow.
Yeah. But could you see how quick I could see that?
Yeah,
that
was impressive.
That particular thing, I mean, there's different things, you know, that are hard to figure out. That was a hard one to figure out on a good day. But now I can basically figure out anything. It's really crazy. Since I got up into this dimension, I got this golden higher self, these golden higher selves that showed up, and I got 10 dimensions full. I got a full house. Let me tell you, I can figure out anything really, really fast. And so my point is if I can do that, you can too. What's the secret? What makes that happen? All these things that we did tonight. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to ask God now, just simply say, God, angels, God, just say, God, please allow me to have my big golden higher self that allows me to slip into this golden age dimension that you created. Thank you, God. And then I heard everybody got it. All of you guys got it. You got it. This is going to feel very different. It's going to feel good. You'll notice your chest feels warm. Your face will feel a little brighter. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night on fire, sleep. You're going to sleep hot. You're going to feel all these cool things happen. And so, but I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate most of all your oneness. I love you. And I'm just looking at you and I'm watching you glow. I'm watching your auras go like really big, like ding, 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 like going out. And so I see your auras getting really, really bigger. I mean, this is a crazy time we live in here on Earth. I mean, you know, there's a lot of negative things that you can't even hardly watch the news anymore. And so, but there's a lot of negative things. And so you just have to bring in more light, share your light, be one with people, love people, allow them to love you back in whatever weird way they do. It's okay, right? And so, but you just got to be able to heal yourself, heal each other, be really one with each other, and ask God for these bigger gifts that'll really get you through. I see all of you guys got this big golden higher self, and this is going to really, really help you out. This is a brand new thing that just happened in the last week. Let's see how this works. I think it'll work really well for you. I love you. I appreciate you. And check it out. Gary's 5 Spiritual Masterclass, Sunday, January 29th. And so I look forward to seeing you at the masterclass. And we're going to be talking about all these experiences that I have with live audiences in Vegas and different things. And so we'll be talking about all those things I learn as I learn from you guys. You guys teach me a lot more than I teach you. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you in Vegas. Talk to you on the 28th out there. Anyway, see you soon. Thank you, guys. Thank you.